All right, we're back at it, or at least I am. Turner's inside right now, and I haven't roused him out of the house. It's not too hot right now. It's the 18th of July. We've had a little rain this morning. What I'm about to do is prep the trailer for paint. I'm gonna remove this stuff right here. You see it's got some algae on it. Right on, I'm gonna pull all that stuff off and get it out of the way. And I'm gonna take a scrub pad with some dish soap and start cleaning this surface. Degrease it, get rid of everything that's on it as best I can. I've already sprayed it off with a water hose. There was some wood stuff in there. I guess a carpenter bees had torn into the bunks that were on it. So prepping it for paint, that's what I want to do. About to just take some stuff apart and clean it up. Ooh. Hello. Got the winch removed. This is actually still a good winch. It works. It's a little rusted. I'm gonna replace this here cable with, replace it with a strap. It's got a hook on it. It'll be much better, I think. Should have taken that one off first. Yeah. There she blows. Another piece. Whew. All right, it's break time. All right, all that stuff is now right here. So we can see here, the galvanized is actually in pretty good daggum condition. There's not really much rust, just a little bit of dust right there. But I'm gonna clean this stuff up. I'm gonna take a Scotch-Brite pad and some soap and water and get all this. It's really just algae. It's just dirty. That piece is in real good condition. That off. Otherwise, here you can see there's a bit of rust. This is an alternative place where I can mount the winch. It was configured differently. It was mounted to this bad boy, so I'll be figuring all that out as I go. I'm going to end up replacing this bolt and nut set right here too. That's rusted to heck. Still structurally sound, but I can replace it. It's time to get to cleaning. And at some point I'm going to have Turner out here helping me with this. So the next time you see us, hopefully we'll have all this trailer cleaned and ready for paint. A little bit of Ajax in there. I'm about to make some dishwater. Oh yeah, nice and sooty. Here, the galvanized has held up on this well. Just rust stains on this thing from where the winch was mounted. The winch is rusted to heck. That should do it. Okay, it's hot. I'm wearing my do-rag. I was sweating a little too much earlier and it was dripping in my face. A t-shirt handles that. So I've cleaned up these parts here that were the tongue hardware. And I've got them placed out on my big dish drainer right here, the F-150 tailgate. You can see now I can wipe my finger on there and nothing comes off. You see the rust here. I'm going to be taking care of that. So all these things are in great structural shape. Just we can clean it up by giving her a fresh paint job. First step was washing it, getting all the junk that was on it. There was algae, just dirt, stuff from over time. I've got all that off there, and now that I've got those pieces of the hardware done, now I got to do the boat trailer. It's the same process. It's going to take a minute. So you guys won't even need to see that. You understand now that I've shown you the steps with the simple stuff. So now more time will be invested in cleaning the rest of it up. Alrighty, I did plenty of scrubbing. So got the stickers off, got all the surface stuff off. More sticker here. Opposite side, it was like I think a Skipper B brand name sticker maybe. And now I got this thing drying in the sunlight, and there's plenty of it right now. So now that it's pretty much dusted off, cleaned up, I can start looking into what exactly I'm going to do to prep it for paint, beyond washing it off. We'll see what happens next. Alrighty, so it's time for a little bit of rust treatment on this here trailer. We got plenty of it here and here. It's kind of scattered all throughout this thing. So I'm going to do an experiment. Got Turner here with me. He's going to do some
filming.
Yeah. I had a brain fart. So I went to the hardware store yesterday and picked up this stuff. It's like $17 for this. My brother had this stuff laying around in the shed. It's called Right Stuff De-Ruster Metal Conditioner. Compared to Ospo, many of you may know what Ospo is. It's a really liquidy compound. This here says it's a gel. You'll notice there's two different ways to apply. This one's got the spray bottle, and this one doesn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this first. Says using on aluminum or chrome or galvanized, essentially slick metals or coated metals, to wet it down first. It says that right here. Wet surface with water before applying product. Once rust is dissolved, rinse with clean water and buff surface with a dry cloth. So I've got a couple microfiber cloths here for that part. Of course, I've got some nice, beautiful, flowery protective gloves here. I'll be using those. I've got my eyewear on, eye protection, and we're outside, so hello, I'm about fell over. Don't really need a respirator, I don't believe. Should be good. So it is an acid. It's this stuff, the active ingredient in stuff like this is, I believe, phosphoric acid, something like that. So anywho, we're about to see what happens. I'm gonna test this part out. It's got some pretty thick rust right here. I think it's a good spot just to do from like here to there, and see what happens, and then I'll go forth and move on after we see the result. All right, so it's, for the spray model, that Rust-Oleum business, the gel, it says to wet it down first. So I just wet it down. That should work. And I think that's just merely to dilute it. So maybe it doesn't take the galvanize off. It says something on there, I just don't know the specifics. Alrighty, time to put some beautiful gloves on here. Is it on? Oh, wrong one. Got it. These are showing off, man. They go way up there. How's this one? Oh yeah, that'll do it. Okay, let's see if I can turn this bad boy on. On. Off. On. Okay, let's see what happens. I wonder if I need to. Okay. Alright. And you know what? It's a jelly. So
yeah,
I might need, yeah, it's thick. It's a gel. So there's a couple things about that I like about it.
Ooh, it like solidifies really quickly. Or that might just be like,
it's like a jelly.
Bubbles.
I'm gonna go get one of those brushes and smear it around. I don't know if this is hurting it or helping it. I can't imagine it really hurting it, as long as it's distributed on that rust. But this stuff here, it says it dissolves rust. It says medium to light rust will be dissolved in 10 to 30 minutes or less, while heavier deposits may require additional applications. Once the rust is dissolved, rinse with water and wipe the surface dry. Clean parts and allow to dry before reassembling. Wait at least 1 hour before painting. For improved paint adhesion on clean metal surfaces, dilute product 50-50 with water, apply solution, and rinse or wipe the surface. So essentially what that's saying is, you know, because it's an acid, it'll etch. It'll etch the surface. So we'll see. All right, all we got to do is just let it sit now. So we'll be back in roughly 30 minutes. All right, now using the right stuff, as it's called. It's like an OSFO equivalent. It's just a pure liquid. I'm gonna take and dab this stuff on the rust here.
It's like as soon as you put it on, it has like the same texture as the other one.
Well, it's fizzing. That's what it is.
It's dissolving it.
Well, it's an acid, so okay. Just a little bit right there.
And then up there.
Just a little bit right there. So now let's go up here and see
try it on this.
Yeah, see what it does on this thick stuff.
It almost like instantly reacts.
Yeah. Acid does that. And we'll go from there, see what does what. But I think, Turner, I'm going to get you to paint this stuff on that bigger piece over there.
Yeah.
The part for the winch
yeah, this
hardware
stuff has like
that.
a lot of surface rust.
Yep, it's just a light, basically stained is what that is.
Yeah.
Alright, I got Turner suited up, gloved up. He had to go inside and put some shoes on.
Yeah.
Didn't want that stuff getting on his toe and making him holler. So alright, so this is simple. We're going to take the right stuff here, which is in that cup. Don't breathe it, buddy. And we're just going to dab it on this surface rust here. Just like we did over there and over there. And the part right there. Meanwhile, it's starting to sprinkle a bit. But let's get it done, Turner. See what you got. Yep. And there you go. It's starting to rain, so it's essentially going to kind of dilute it and wash it off at the same time, but whatever. It's supposed to turn the rust into something altogether different.
Alrighty.
We'll just have to see. That one's done. It's starting to rain on us a little harder. Go ahead and get that. I don't see why not. No, just use that little one. You're fine with the little one. There you go. There you go. Start from the bottom and go on up. There's no such thing as failure. There's only results. There you go. Starting at the bottom, just right. Alrighty, for now, we're just gonna have to watch and wait. I'm gonna go ahead and blast this stuff off. Even though I could probably just let the rain do it, but I'm gonna see. I can't really tell it did much besides maybe clean it up a bit. This is definitely darker than that, but this wasn't as bad as that. I don't know if we're just spinning our wheels, Turner, or what. It does look a little different in there. We'll give this a shot. We'll act like we're doing something in this regard, in the rust conversion. Either way, I'm going to end up painting this daggum thing just to make it look better. But for now, we're just going to go inside. Got Taekwondo tonight.
Yep.
He and his sister, they go to Forge Martial Arts in South Walton, Santa Rosa Beach.
Yeah.
So, as I call it, it's kicking class. We got to be there at 5 o'clock. It's only 2:40 right now, but we're going to go inside and hang out. And we're back. So the head-to-head battle, well, not quite head-to-head. The surfaces were a little different as far as the rust. This side, you can definitely tell a difference. There's a lot more or a lot less orange stuff. The worst part of the rust was right here, and I can tell that it's different. So that was the right stuff compared to OSPO, as it says. So phosphoric acid, all it is. This side from here to here, where there was rust, there seems to be less of it, and you can even tell. I cleaned it off yesterday, but it leaves a powdery, a white powder behind. All right, now let's take at the Rust-Oleum rust dissolver side. This was the worst spot, and it's clearly a little less thick of rust, as I can see. Might not be that clear. There's still orange here, but you can see the line right here where I stopped after applying it, and you can even see the galvanizes. It's brighter there, but still some rust, still some surface rust. But it made a difference. So let's move on to what Turner did yesterday. This was pretty well just surface rust orange. It's no longer, it's got the powder left behind. As you see, I'll have to clean that off. This side, no orange there, very, very, very little. Moving on to this piece, you can tell. Check it out, see all the white streaks? Like a chalky film that it leaves behind. Look at that, okay? So I end up cleaning that up before I paint it. And then these two pieces, which were the least rusty of all, this here and that here had a little bit, but it's been treated. This side, the other sides are good. Okay, so I just have to continue on treating this rust, the thicker stuff, and on the inside, might not be able to see it there, but especially this back corner here, right there, that's the thickest stuff. But still, it's not rusted out totally. I mean, it's structurally sound for the most part. So it's just, I figured before I paint it, I might as well treat the rust. So that is what I'm working on today. Got some work to do. Got some work to do. Turner is with his Mimi. It's been 2 weeks since I started this project, and I'm coming along, I think, all right. Hopefully in another month we'll have this thing on the water, the boat. So more to come on that as we go.